Hello, I'm Eric.
And I'm Melissa.
And today we're doing our May 2016 pickups video. And this month...
Uh-oh.
What?
I was going to say, it looks like we only picked up a couple things here. We do it like this.
This month is by far the slowest month we've had, probably since we started doing this.
I would say like the leanest.
And certainly in terms of the number of games we got. But right at the end there, I pulled something and spent a bit of money, which we'll talk about when we get there.
Did you pull an audible?
I don't know if it's called. I don't know if it'd be considered an audible. For a goof.
For a goof.
For a goof, I bought a bunch of stuff at the end of the month.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about first the amiibos. Go ahead.
All right, so
they're yours.
Of course.
I disavow any
any Animal Crossing ones. Other amiibos are okay, just not the Animal Crossing.
Yeah, Mega Man and Mega Fun some Fire Emblem are cool.
All right. So I got Rover and Captain.
I think they complete the second wave of Animal Crossing amiibos, right? I think we're done because I think we said this before. These things drop in price on Amazon.
Oh,
man, I'm never buying an amiibo again that's not on Amazon.
$5 that we just saw the other day?
$5 to $6
for all the ones we bought.
We're done.
Very disappointed.
All right, so that's it. I'm not sorry,
sure.
Bill. Amiibo month.
Yeah, and I actually don't. I think what they're coming out with now are variants. Like
oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, for the Animal Crossing?
Yeah, they got a couple of those too, and they do have.
And then they're doing the Kirby ones, which are some characters that are repeating in different ways. All right, and then right at the beginning of the month, we went to a local thrift shop, right? And I grabbed the first one I want to talk about here is Time Crisis: Raising the Storm. I've actually had my eye on this game for a while. It's one of the Move games. It's a Time Crisis game. It includes Time Crisis 4 also. So I kind of had it on my watch list, and the price was pretty good. It was about half of what I've seen it for. So I went ahead and grabbed it. So looking forward to playing that.
And that was all you were going to get when we were at the store.
That was all I was going to get.
Then we swapped. We had to swap because we go with the kids. And so
we leave the kids in the car.
We leave the kids in the car so they don't because this store, it's a resale shop, so they'll grab, and I don't want them grabbing.
So when she's in the store, I'm watching the kids in the car.
So when we swapped, you were about to leave, and
I noticed.
Go ahead.
Madden 98, which is exciting for me for two reasons, I guess. One of which is I almost never see this game. I've never seen it before. I think this is the very first time I'd ever seen it. And it is part of a sub-collection of Genesis games that I want to get, which is all the Madden games. Except for that really special 93. But I now have them all. I have Madden, John Madden Football through Madden 98, which is all of the Madden games on the Genesis. So I'm pretty excited about that. So that completes that sub-collection. So I was glad I saw that at the end walking out.
Yeah.
And then we did nothing. This was like the first week in May. The first weekend in May.
First weekend in May, we did that.
And then I did nothing all month. I don't know if one console was getting to me or what. I was just like, I don't feel like buying this stuff.
Yeah, we didn't really go shopping, and we didn't have...
So, can't play anything, so I didn't buy anything. But then, I had a 3-day weekend at the end of May. And I take those 3-day weekends and I do some like extra video game stuff, right? Because it's a little bit of a trip to do this. But and my brother had a bunch of old stuff that he wanted to sell, and I told him what I would do is I would take it into the store and I would do trade-in credit for it, and we would split the difference. So he would make more than he would if he was just selling it for cash, and I would get more credit than what I was paying him for. So we split the difference. So I traded in a bunch of his stuff. He had some really good old Genesis, Sega CD, and 32X stuff. Traded that all in. And actually some GameCube. He had a bunch of stuff. Just a bunch of stuff. Traded that all in. I bought the credit off him. And then I traded in some of my own stuff, including a disc that I had gotten at the same store as this. It was actually the first trip I went. It was a Saturn game. And he must not have known what they were going for. So I picked up these loose Saturn games and I flipped one of them at this store. The first time I went, they were not offering me very much money, but this time they were offering me quite a nice bit of money. So I got a bunch of store credit at what I consider a discounted price, because what I paid to get the credit for those items was much less than what they were giving me the credit for. So I bought 3 really Expo-worthy These would, if any one of these would almost make an expo for me. So I grabbed these 3 games on credit, got a really good deal. I want to do this one last.
Okay.
So the first one is Legendary Axe 2 complete for TurboGrafx. This is one I've always had my eye on. Legendary Axe I already have, so I've always wanted to get Legendary Axe 2. They had it complete. The price was reasonable, but with my discounts, my trading credit, it became a very good price. So was really happy to grab the second Legendary Axe for the TurboGrafx. And then a Sega Saturn game that I never would buy except for a situation like this. Shining the Holy Ark. Again, this is a pricey, somewhat pricey RPG for the Sega Saturn. I actually have it loose. And this is complete, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the other disc and sell it back for more credit. So hopefully that'll really offset the price, the already offset price for this one. This is one of the remaining RPGs or sort of, I don't know what I consider big Sega Saturn games that I wanted to get. So I was really happy to get Shining the Holy Ark.
Alright.
And finally, based on my 5-minute playthrough, this is my favorite pickup. This is one of those games that really makes me not want to do one console anymore. This is one I've had my eye on for quite some time, and it is Gigawing for the Dreamcast. Apparently someone came into the shop and traded in a bunch of primo Dreamcast games. They did have some other ones there. I probably should have taken a closer look, but I still have a bunch of credits, so I may go back. This is one I've had my eye on, one of the classic, I think, shooters for the Dreamcast, one of the bullet hell shooters.
Gosh, you love those.
I'm terrible at them. I don't know why. I love them for like 3 days, and then I'm like, I can't stand it. I love getting the shooters. Yeah. So, really excited to get this. It's in really good shape. I played it for 5 minutes, and then the timer went off, and that was it.
Then you cried.
Then I cried. Then I cried and I cried.
I told you can do whatever you want, honey. Whatever you want. It's all okay.
All right. So that was it. All right. So that's it. So there were some really big pickups at the end of May.
Yes.
But a pretty quiet month overall. I got some nice stuff to complete my Madden, some really great other games, and she got her amiibos.
I need to open them. I need to let them loose.
Yeah, Doc Ness.
I need to let them breathe.
Let them breathe. Doc Ness opened up all of his amiibos.
I know.
So that's it for the month of May. Okay. So we'll see what June brings us. June often brings us to Chicago. We do some thrift shopping with your brother. Okay, well, no, technically we won't be in Chicago in June, so maybe nothing.
So June might be real light.
All right.
June might be non-existent.
Nah, it won't be non-existent. We'll buy something. All right.
Okay.
So I think that should do it for today.
Sounds good.
Thanks for watching.
If you enjoyed the video, like us and subscribe.